Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kendra, and if you're new here and you see something you like, I hope you'll consider giving me a thumbs up or booping that like button. It's the same thing as a thumbs up. And maybe making a comment. I'm a chatty kind of gal. I like to say hello, and I'm not great with the camera, but I do try. So if you're not new, welcome back. I love to see friends. I love to hear how everybody's doing. What are you up to today? What are you making for dinner? That kind of thing. Okay, so I'm going to get ready on these sliders. I didn't get the ones that are pre-sliced, so I'm taking a knife and I'm doing them halfway. Then I'm going to lay the bottom half onto this and hope the bottom half of this one fits there. I'll put the filling in, and you'll see as I do that. I'll put the tops on, and then I'll drizzle the topping. So, after that, we're going to take the dog to the vet, the new puppy that's here. She has some shot records. I don't know if there are enough, but we'll see what we can do at the vet. We're going to Petco. Can't get into a real vet for weeks. Okay, I'm back and I have all the ingredients here I want to show you. I didn't tell you to spray the pan, so spray whatever pan you're going to use. I'm using one of these stoneware. It fits just perfect. So, first thing I'm going to do is melt 1 stick of butter out of the paper in the microwave, because that's how I roll. And after I get that melted, I'm going to add some other ingredients. Salt, pepper, Worcestershire. I won't melt them, I'll add them. Some minced dried onions. I do my own in the food dehydrator, so I keep a jar of them. Some poppy seeds. Some Dijon mustard, just a little. Did I say salt and pepper to taste? I think I did. Okay, so the bottoms are laid out. I'm going to get to melting. Okay, while that's melting, the butter in the microwave, you're preheating your oven to 350 degrees. You want to put 3/4 of a pound of ham down on the bottom parts that you've got here in the pan that you sprayed. Now that package there is an inexpensive, it's Land of Frost, and it equals 1 pound, so I'll just use 3/4 of the package of ham and call her good. And then after that, we're going to do about the same amount of Swiss cheese, 3/4, I think that's what it said. I'll read it when I get to that part. I said earlier, a real vet is hard to find. I didn't mean to say that. The vets at PetSmart or Petco or wherever it is we're going are every bit the real vet. They just happen to, that's my microwave beeping telling me, hey, this butter's soft, come on over and get it. Anyway, they're good vets. They're actual vets is what I'm trying to say. I didn't mean to throw them any shade or disrespect them in any way. I know they're all, schooled in veterinary science and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is about it for the meat, I think. Maybe just a few more. I'll put some down the middle so we make sure we get the edges. All right. This is a favorite for some of us here in the house, and some of us are like, meh. Okay, now I'm going to do the cheese. This little girl puppy that came back, she's a black toy poodle. She's just as precious as she can be. Her mama's with me. Her daddy was a stud dog across town, and he's tinier than she and mom both. But anyway, she's watching me like a hawk. She's down here below me on the floor. How much cheese is in this? It says 1 pound, so I'll use 3/4 of a pound of this pre-sliced. It's not from a block, and it's not, grated or anything. It's just cheese. And by the time you get done doing this, you're not even going to be able to tell where the beginnings and the ends are for the sliced bread. You're just going to look at the top and slice down. If you understand what I'm saying, you'll be able to see where the serrated areas are on the bread from the top. You won't be able to tell from this angle. So that seems like a lot of cheese, but it really does melt in and make the whole thing gooey and yummy. Trying to get this finished fast enough that I can get it in the oven to melt before I have to leave to take her. And her name is Dolly. Her name is actually Dolly Rose. And I think I said, I can't remember, that her daddy did find a home for her little sister. not a sister of mine. It's actually a different size. It's a mini and a red. So he placed her today with a family that I found. Anyway, he didn't place her. He chose the family today, and he's going to drive next week to meet with them. Okay, so now I'm going to mix up with the melted butter these things, and I'll get right back to it. Okay, I'm back. I had to take a fork, stick it in the hole, pop that plastic part off. Then I had to use the knife to get the paper off, and it looks like about 7 pieces. So glad you didn't have to watch that. 1 tablespoon of poppy seeds. In we go. And then we want 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard into the melted butter with the poppy seeds. Oops, I should have shook this down. That's a heaping tablespoon. That's okay. More for me. All right, I'm going to put this over here so I don't get it on the counter. After that, I want to put in 2 teaspoons of minced onion. I'm just going to eyeball that. That's a lot because my minced onions aren't tiny. They're going to be a little bit bigger than they would typically if they were minced out of a store-bought minced. I have powder that I buy store-bought, but I do my own little cut. It's just so much cheaper, and I go through this so fast. Okay, how much Dijon do I want? 2 teaspoons of Dijon. Yeah, Mama thinks she'll measure that. Because Dijon, a little bit goes a long way, doesn't it? I want to ruin it for everybody. 2 teaspoons. 1, 2. And then it's the salt and pepper to taste. I've got Himalayan pink grinder and black peppercorn grinder. So there's the salt. I guess there's salt in the cheese and the ham already. I may have overdone it. Wasn't thinking. How much does it say? To taste. Or 1/4 teaspoon. All right. So now I'm going to melt all of this together. Not melt, mix all of this together. This is what it looks like. What do you think? Hey, if you're liking what you see, please don't be shy. Leave me a comment or even just a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I would love to add my friends. Okay, so now we're going to put the top onto the bottoms and the ham and the cheese. And we're going to pour the stuff on top. So it was broken when I got it. Typically, oops, this goes on this end. You want the break part to be with the break part and the good part to be on here. I'm still trying to get rid of that cold. All right, there we go. What do you think? It is what it is. All right, now we're going to, it says here, I'm going to link this below so that you get a better idea and not just me rambling. After this is done and the cheese is all melty and everything's good, we'll take it out, but it says about 20 minutes. And then you uncover it and cook it 3 to 5 more minutes till it's nice and brownish. Then you cut it apart for individual sliders and serve them warm and fresh for best results. But I'm not doing that. I'm just going to serve it as it is because that's how we roll here. I'm going to get a spoon at a time. Just go like this. I'm going to be careful to get the top really well. Try not to cough. Can't turn my head while I'm doing this. How's the sound, you guys? I keep forgetting to use my mic, and I noticed somebody the other day said that another person's sound was not coming in. If you find anything like that, please let me know. I'm always one to accept thoughtful, friendly criticism. I've had some mean people in the past, as have we all in our lives, right? But it's cool, you know, if you feel like you've got something to add that's going to help me, that's better. And I don't like compliments that are veiled. Ones that say things like, oh, I'm glad that makes you happy. Everybody works with or went to school with someone like that, huh? A veiled compliment. What? Okay, so I don't know if you can tell or not. I'm probably standing right in the middle of it all, but I'm putting some around the edges too to get the bottoms, but the tops as well. And I just have a little bit left in this bowl. I'm gonna go on the top with that. And I'm gonna take a brush, if I can find one easy in the drawer right here by me. Sometimes it's a excavation in this drawer. Ah, right on the top. No, no, Mama doesn't like, no, it's a bad thing. Hush. Okay. There you have it. Now, into the 350 degree oven for 20 minutes. And then foil, put foil on first, then foil off in 3 to 5 more minutes. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this foil off with one hand. Okay, it's gotta go 3 to 5 more minutes. I'm gonna give it 3, I think. So, timer, 3, no, timer, 3, now we got it. Okay, I'll see you in 3 minutes. And I don't know, you probably can't see it as well. You know what, I'm gonna take it off the thing at the end and show it to you, but it's crispy. You can like pop it in here, but it's not too crispy. And given the choice to use these bigger onions and littler ones, I'm not sure what I do, but they do look kind of big. I might use actual store-bought minced or work on chopping my dehydrated minced onions a little better. So, I also wanted to tell you, I use this whenever I'm afraid it's going to stick to something like this. So, it's the non-stick Reynolds wrap. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's a game changer with things like cinnamon rolls and just sticky stuff, you know, barbecue. So, I'm going to take the camera down and show you a close-up. Here we go. The dark stuff that you're seeing are the poppy seeds. And then there's the, Worcestershire, Dijon mustard, butter, onions, poppy seeds. Yeah, I said that. Then down here in the cracks, you can see some of that cheese is melted into a nice yum yum. So we're going to get heading to take Miss Dolly to the veterinarian. And I'm going to close this out. Tomorrow's vlog 10, and I've got a dessert to make. It's a vintage dessert, and it's yummy, involving chocolate. I hope you'll come back. I hope you'll subscribe, say hello, leave a chat, leave a comment, and thumbs up. Bye-bye.